might be in for me.
Still the one I run to, the one that I belong.
One choice.
You're still the one I want for life.
It might be in for me. It might be in for me. All level rights coming. Coming level rights the bell. We have ring the bell. When I see level, I see victory. I see 5 more years, I see history. Prosperity. When I see level, I see victory. Winners first. Mellies are scary for the city. Tennis Charles, we full of votes. Over 50,000 votes for the Grand Back crew. We full of votes. My whole crew. Why they should to put your votes? To carry my Hoover scary BM. Hoover St. Joseph, we voting. It's a new era. With Shakira. Roseau Valley. Trust of the McIntyre. When I see level, I see victory. I see 5 more years, I see history. When I see level, I see victory. When my and Wire crew. Greta Roberts for one city. Grand Former full of votes. Over 50,000 votes. Sufuya crew. We full of votes. Who votes in level? Why they should to put your votes? Aye.
Testing. 1, 2. Testing.
Yeah. Labor rights! A special good evening to all of you. We'll be starting soon, so come around, come close as we endorse Brother Gregory Rivière. So come close. We are going to start very soon.
Labor rights! 5 more years! Let me see your head flag in the air! Give me! Labor rights! Labor rights! We giving Dr. Skerritt and labor 5 years again! Hey! Dominicans, if you love Dominica, time to hop the labor train. Hey, a working government, you cannot ignore 5 more years for sure. If you're interested in progress, join my family, the labor family. Way. Labor rights, at home and abroad. 5 more years. Let me see you rock. Hey. Let me see you flop. Hey. The time drawing near, the election in the air. Calling on labor rights, both near and far. We vote in the shoe, of course not the blue. Don't make no mistake, you cannot undo. Big development under this government. So capable and so transparent. Mwen moun ka sote, mwen tan moun ka chante, mwen tan moun ka hele, Skero pa ka ale yon koupe. Labor rights, labor rights. We giving Dr. Skerritt and labor 5 years again. Hey. Dominicans, if you love Dominica, time to hop the labor train. A working government, you cannot ignore 5 more years for sure. If you're interested in progress, join my family, the labor family. Woy. Labor rights, let me see your hands in the air. Let me see you red. Give me. So much lies ahead, leave me Skerritt instead. To continue the projects that he has started. New hospital here, high food machine there. This is testimony of a great leader. The rating we get is better than the rest. Can only continue under this government. Plus at this IOA, Musha Beka Mongone, Skerritt people West, who continue developing India. Labor rights, If you interested in progress, join my family, the Labour family. Why, why, why? Labour rights, let me see your hands up in the air. Wave your flag, wave your flag, wave your right. Give me bam bam body, me do bam bam body. Giving apartments to Dominicans is a legacy of this government. Laughing people smiling, Cassie Bruce people shouting. Say what you want, scare it, we voting. Look at the PM, he love the children. Combien contrat du mimi mouchablé. L'homme l'a toujours boué, il toujours enragé. L'homme l'a toujours fâché, parce qu'ils savent qu'il perd l'élection. Labour rights, Labour rights. We giving Dr. Skerritt and Labour 5 years again. Let me hear you scream. Dominican, let me hear you. Dominican, see. If you love Dominica, time to hop the Labour train. A working government, we cannot ignore 5 more years for sure. If you're interested in progress, join my family, the Labour family. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 5 more years. Let me see your heart back in the air. Give me Labour rights, Labour rights. We giving Dr. Skerritt and Labour 5 years again. Hey, 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 hey. Dominicans, Dominicans. If you love Dominica, time to hop the Labour train. Hey, 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 hey. A working government, you cannot ignore 5 more years for sure. If you're interested in progress, join my family, the Labour family.
That planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. Shall not be moved. Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Labour Party. Labour. Labour Party. Labour Party. We voting the Labour Party. Is the X by the shoe for me? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Labour Party. Labour.
Say we must win, Labour. No one can touch Labour. No one can pass again, Labour. So just watch Labour. Say we must win, Labour. No one can touch Labour. No one can pass again, Labour. So just watch Labour. Right now it's Labour. This Labour. This Labour. This Labour. We vote the Labour. Right now it's Labour. This Labour. This Labour. This Labour. We vote the Labour. Say we must win, Labour. No one can touch Labour. No one can pass again, Labour. So just watch Labour. Say we must win, Labour. No one can touch Labour. No one can pass again, Labour. So just watch Labour. Right now it's Labour. This Labour. This Labour. This Labour. We vote the Labour. Right now it's Labour. This Labour. This Labour. This Labour. We vote the Labour.
We doing it again. We doing it again. Again and again. I say we doing it again. We voting red again. Again and again. Yaman, yaman, yaman. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We red, 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 red. And ready. We red and ready. We red and ready. Boy, yaman, yaman, yaman. Labour power. Ready at any hour. We voting red for sure. Big up to Shakira. We voting Labour son or in hour. No time for game. And no, we not switching. That's why I say we doing it again. We doing it again. Again and again. I say we doing it again. We voting red again. Again and again. Yaman, yaman, yaman. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We red, 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 red. And ready. We red and ready. We red and ready.
Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice. Scream until you lose your voice. Labour still the best choice. Go and get for boy. Labour still the best choice. Housing revolution. National Employment Program. Universal education. Development in the nation. Scare it. It's my PM for me. Labour still the best choice. It's my PM for me. It's my PM for me. Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice. Scream until you lose your voice. Labour still the best choice. Go ask the ghetto boy. Labour still the best choice. Vote yeah, give me Labour every day. Every day for the bourgeois and the man away. Next year, look the airport on its way. You get in and watch your formal energy. Stability is key. Melissa, scare it. It's my PM for me. One choice.
Hot, hot, hot. We red, 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 red. We red, 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 red. We red, 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 red. Hot, hot, hot. Yo, straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top. Liver going. Straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top. Liver going. Straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top. Liver going. Straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top. Liver going. If you're not in Labour, well you're not in time. If you don't vote Labour, well you're not in time. If you're not in Labour, well you're not in time. If you don't vote Labour, well you're not in time. Yo, we red, 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 hot, hot, hot. 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 Straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top, liver going. Straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top, liver going. Straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top, liver going. Straight to the top, straight to the top, straight to the top, liver going. If you're not in Labour, well you're not in time. If you don't vote Labour, well you're not in time. If you're not in Labour, well you're not in time. If you don't vote Labour, well you're not in time. hot, hot. We red hot, hot. We red hot, hot. We red hot, hot. We hot, 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 hot.
Labour Party shall not be moved. Laborites, welcome to Marigot. Welcome to Marigot. Good evening to all of you here, and good evening to those who are listening and viewing. Welcome to the Marigot Fisheries Complex, where we are endorsing the DLP candidate for the Marigot constituency, Mr. Gregory Rivière. Brothers and sisters, the Labour train is in Marigot, and when we leave Marigot tonight, we're leaving with Gregory Rivière as your parliamentary representative. Because we are sure that on December 6th, you are going to vote the Dominica Labour Party, and you are going to vote Gregory Rivière as your member of parliament for the Marigot constituency.
One of the projects I would like to see happen in Tarish Pit, first and foremost, is housing. We can build a community similar to what we have in Belleville here for the people of Tarish Pit. Transforming your lives through housing, better sanitation, better toilet facilities, better access to water and electricity for all. And at the end of the day, we all have our certificate of title so we can pass our home on to our children. And some of the things like we're doing is that when we build the structures, We would like to have shops on the ground floor. You do a nice square around here and develop a playing field because sports, especially small goal football, is popular in Tower Street. Let us put lights on the playing field and let it become a hub of activity so that people from all over the constituency and some parts of Dominica can come here and buy from our shops. The ladies who are doing hair can have a little space, a better space to do the hair and the nails for people. Let us help transform this community. But your first action to get to that point is to go out on December 6th and to vote for Miriam Blanchard and the Dominica Rivière. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is this election is not about Labour or UWP. This election is about you, the people of this community and this constituency. Labour is the only party that is serious about the welfare and being of Dominica. And I know in past elections, many of you would have voted for the Workers' Party, but that's fine, that's your choice. But you have an opportunity to vote for a better tomorrow, starting now with Miriam Blanchard, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we need to do. That is what we need to do, to go out and vote so that we can get a better deal for this community. For too long you have been left behind because of bad representation. Bad representation. The guys who come to Parliament and not speak about you, the people of Roseau, about you, the people of Yampis, all kinds of foolishness they will talk about, not about you. So let us join hands. Let us join hands, all of us together, and so we can build a better tomorrow for your children, and to ensure that all that we have done for the senior citizens of this country and this constituency can be protected. Dominica and the world over is going through challenging times. But you know in Dominica that when things get rough, especially with the pandemic or the hurricanes, that the Labour Party is there for the people of Dominica. And the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, you couldn't ask for a better person to be a candidate for this constituency. So let us not waste an opportunity. Let us not waste an opportunity. Let us all go out early on the 6th, very early, and put our eggs next to the shoe. This is about you. This is about the people of Dominica, your family, your children. Let us ensure that every child in Yampis, in Tarishpit, can go to school. Every child of preschool age can go to school paid for by the government of Dominica, to ensure that our children have the best opportunity for the future. These are our commitments to you. We're not here to make false promises to you at all. And you know me, I don't make false promises to people. When I tell you something, I tell you I'm going to do it. We're not here to bullshit people. And voting is important, I keep telling us. Voting is important. It decides what happens to you and your country for the next 5 years and beyond. This is not playing a scratch or going in a blast machine. No. This is about your lives, your livelihoods, your welfare, your well-being. And so I am appealing to all of you here. Forget about workers, forget about labor. Vote for your future, your children's future. Vote for a better Tarishpit, ladies and gentlemen. That is the choice. You have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. And I'm urging you, I came here tonight just to pass this very simple message to you. I have to go to Marigot in a while to speak. I just want you to come here as part of the Whistle Stop meeting because I love that community, honestly. You know, and when I go down the ravine there and I see all of you trying to do something for your house, all of you trying to help, you get a few plywood, you help, you get a few blocks, you do what you can. But the reality is we all own squatters here, and we all got a little piece of land, and we try to do something for ourselves and our families as we could. And you've gotten to the point that you could get with the resources that you have, and a little help you get there, gotten from the government here and there. So let us redo things properly. Let us redo things properly. I want you to get my friends down in the ravine there, out of the ravine, Every time water and rain come, we're scared because of the rabbit washing away what we have, the little that we work for. I want to get you out of here, but we need you to join forces with us. We need to have somebody who can represent you. So when they make the promises, you have somebody who can tell Scarrett, don't forget the people of Tyree Street. You promise them this and you promise them that. And this is what you need of a representative. Somebody who can speak to the Prime Minister, somebody who can speak to the Minister of Finance, somebody who can speak to the government and say, this is what I want for my community. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I am saying to you the greatest sincerity. Let us understand this. Labour Party will form the government on December 6th. This is a fact. All we are saying to you tonight is join us. Join us on the journey of national progress and prosperity. Let everybody be part of it so we can have a united Dominica, focus on the challenges confronting us and making life better for every single family in Dominica. So God bless you, my people. I trust that you will do the right thing on December 6th to go out and put your ex next to the shoe and vote for Miriam Blanchard. Miriam has walked in every single house here in Tyree Street. And so you can imagine if she was not your power rep and she was doing that, what she will do for you as your power rep, elected by all of you here in Tyree Street and Roseau. But I have every confidence that the people of Roseau will do the right thing this time. The right thing. So when you go in to vote on election day, all of you in the home go together. Walk, say your prayers early morning, go and vote, and let us talk about the advancement and the development of this community and this country. And I'm saying to you in Tyree Street and the Yampis in particular, I don't want the rest of the constituency to get jealous, but I have a particular affinity to these two communities. And I would like to do more for you and with you to make life better for you, to provide skills training for the young women and the young men, and create opportunities for small business development, empower you, declare affirmative action for this part of this constituency to give you a better future, especially for your children and for your families. This is our commitment. Very simple things, but things I believe will help transform the communities and transform your lives. I am not going to say we're going to build an international airport in Roseau. No. Things that are so important to wealth and well-being. Housing, sanitation, education, jobs, small business development. These are the things we need to work on. And I believe if we can do this, we will help transform our lives here in this part of Dominica and this part of constituency. So God bless you. Love you very much. See you on December 6th. See you on December 6th, when Miriam would have won by a landslide, the largest margin in the history of elections in Dominica. All because of you, the people of Roseau and Tyree Street and Yampis and all of the wonderful communities. Stop, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Miriam for sure, ladies and gentlemen, because Labour is still the best choice for Dominica. Thank you. God bless.
The Marigot NEP team and all the NEPs around the island who always ensure that we have clean grounds and surroundings to hold our endorsement of candidates' political rallies. Welcome to each of you. To the many courageous, loving, committed Labourites from across the country, to those worldwide watching via the internet or whatever social media is available to you, welcome to our Fuawi country. Tonight signifies yet another milestone in the heart of the Dominica Labour Party. Tonight we will be presented again with another formidable candidate. Tonight we are elected and we have accepted and we are welcoming a vibrant, caring, educated, hardworking candidate, a youth activist, a role model, and we welcome and embrace another opportunity to have him once again as our winning candidate in this year's election. He has served diligently. He is a cultural icon. Papa God, if you see Mr. Dance the heel and toe, he good. 4 times National Calypso King. My favorite song. Rose giving me blows with her shoes. He has served as the president at one of Northeastern's largest financial institutions. He has also excelled in various ministries within his government. He has already been nominated and accepted. Tonight, we welcome in a huge way our candidate, Gregory Rivière. Not only our candidate, but the winning candidate in this year's election. Last but not least, we always save the best for last. We welcome the Almighty Father in our midst, thanking him for life and for gracing us with good weather. So brothers and sisters, on behalf of the executive of the Marigot branch of the Dominica Labour Party, welcome to Afu Awi, the Marigot constituency. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Enjoy this time with us. And remember, Labour is the best choice. Thank you.
Where my islanders? Can some of y'all run down here to the front real quick? I gotta know who's in the building. Where my islanders? I need y'all to run down here. Come on, let me see you.
Yes, Labour is still the best choice. You agree with me? You agree with me? Well, this time around, Labour is the only choice. Labour is the only choice. And tonight, we are in Greg's country because we know Marigot is going to vote Gregory Rivière for the Dominica Labour Party. It is my pleasure to invite to address us this evening Mr. Paul Carlton, a man who stood with Labour and for Labour, even when Labour didn't have much power in Marigot. But now we know that Labour has power in Marigot, and it is my pleasure to invite to address you this evening, Mr. Paul Carlton.
Labour rights, Labour rights. We giving Dr. Skerritt and Labour 5 years again. Hey, 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 Dominica.
Good night to everyone. Did you hear me? I want to talk for 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Tony Astafan, are you hearing me? Calties is still on board. Tonight I want to welcome everyone, to those of you who have come from far and to those of you who have come from there. To those of you who have come to Marigot in search of a better life. Almighty God has made all colors. Did you hear me? Almighty God has made all colors, but particularly the red. Particularly the red. Almighty God has made women. Anytime you reach the age of 12 up to 45, the body washes itself.
And the color of the water that comes out is red. If you were to cut me tonight, the color would be red. In heaven tonight, there is what is called the mercy seat. And at the mercy seat, there is a basin of blood for the washing of the sins of humanity. If you were to cut me tonight, the color is red. There are three main reasons why we, the people of Marigot, why we are voting Mr. Caressa again. One, he is a man of ability. He has the ability of becoming a prime minister. Mr. Caressa has the ability of becoming a prime minister. I personally believe he is able to hold the office of a prime minister. Did you hear me? I want to hear a clap from you right now. He has the ability of becoming a prime minister. Yes. They say purple. Hear me well. Purple is a color of defeat. Purple is a color of deception. Purple is a color of death. Have you ever seen a red coffin? I have seen coffin covered in purple. So they are already defeated. An independent candidate is a candidate against your brother. An independent candidate is a candidate against your kids going to school. It's a candidate against your sugar. It is a candidate that when hurricane comes, you do not know where to turn your head. But hear me tonight. With the Dominica Labour Party, you know where to stand. You know where to go. The Dominica Labour Party is a party of love, a party of care, a party of concern, a party of help. Yes, a vote for Mr. Gregory Rivière is a vote for peace. Since the United Workers' Party come on the scene, there is always a tug of war. There was no one that was workers in Marigot more than me. I told Mr. James, he's not a nice man. And right now, I regret to announce the death of the Dominica United Workers' Party. I regret to announce their death. I regret to announce their death. And they are gone. They are dead. I told Mr. James what was coming, but he disobeyed me. And tonight, he's left to suffer the consequences of disobedience. And because we, the people of Marigot, the members of the Dominica Labour Party, we announce their death. They're left to mourn Edison James, left to mourn Lennox Linton, left to mourn Grenville Prevost, left to mourn the Bangwe, left to mourn the Bangwe. Ladies and gentlemen, we, the people of Marigot, we put independent candidate under our feet. And we stand with Mr. Gregory Rivière and the Dominica Labour Party. Yes, we stand with the Dominica Labour Party. Hear me well. If Dominica is a Christian country, the principles of Christianity is love and forgiveness. If they have done wrong, we, the people of Marigot, we are willing to forgive them and to continue with them. I am constrained to stop at this moment. I told you 5 minutes. We are rallying with Mr. Gregory Rivière. The Workers' Party, they are dead. They are dead. Their funeral will take place somewhere on the 10th of December. The service will be held. Are you hearing me? The service, I assume, will be held at the Marigot Seventh-day Adventist Church. Funeral at the public cemetery.
We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Tonight, we have several messages for the voters in the Marigot constituency. One of those very simple messages is that your party has abandoned you. Come home to Labour. Come home to Labour, where we will embrace you in the loving arms of Gregory Rivière.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees.
It is my pleasure now as we move to the east. Another dynamic Labour Party candidate for the 2022 general elections. A lady who has stood strong in the Castle Bruce constituency. And I invite to address us, the Honorable Octavia Alfred.
When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes.
Labour, tonight, I say good night to all my colleague candidates, other dignitaries, and Laborites from all over Dominica. Good night. The work in the East has begun. People are nervous, but there is excitement and anticipation because there is the Dominica Labour Party and a solid team. We remain prayerful, we remain hopeful, and we remain with the Dominica Labour Party. The Dominica Labour Party is not the only choice. The Dominica Labour Party is the only party. I encourage our people on the East to press on, hold on, move on, because the Dominica Labour Party, under the leadership of Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, promises and pledges to sustain you every step of the rebuilding process. Labour, tonight I am on familiar grounds. Marigot, where are the Northeast Comprehensive parents? Good night. And the Concord parents, good night. You know I will always love you. But tonight, I bring you greetings from the Castle Bruce constituency. A constituency where the people are satisfied with what the Dominica Labour Party has done for them. And especially in the last 2 weeks, Labour has delivered beyond expectation. A constituency where people are fully persuaded that the only party with a plan for our recovery from this crisis and the resources to implement this plan is the Dominica Labour Party. A constituency where the people are just waiting for December 6th to vote the caring party, the organized party, the working party, the building better and stronger party, the party that is expert at dealing with crisis and disaster, the education party, the agriculture party, the housing party, the party that lifts you up more than you can think, the party that wants Dominican people to experience safety, joy, and happiness. And this party is the Dominica Labour Party. Marigot, tonight I celebrate Caressa, Mr. Gregory Rivière, with you. Caressa and I go back a long way. We had some really good times while I worked as principal at the Concord Primary School. He was then the youth officer. But our best time together is being part of the Labour family. Mr. Rivière pushed and supported the work on the rehabilitation of the W.S. Stevens Primary and the Marigot Youth Center, the construction of the Marigot Health and Wellness Center and the Marigot Hospital. He was in and out of the Ministry of Education, ensuring that all students in the Marigot constituency had devices, internet service, and they were working online. He would not give up until all his teachers who were qualified got their appointment. And he fought to ensure that secondary school students got into college. He calls me Teach. So it was teach this and teach that. Greg was not your pal rep, but he had to carry you in his hands. He had to carry you in his heart when your pal rep failed you. So I just cannot wait to see the level of representation that Marigot will get when Greg, who was just acting pal rep, if he could be that good, I do not want to see him when he will be elected as pal rep. Labour, high commendations come to all the young people who are part of the Labour team. I know that they are not tired, they are not too tired, they are not so tired, they are not very tired, and they are not retired. And I also, Labour, behave yourself. I want to say congratulations to all the young people who are part of the Labour family. You're smart. Stay steadfast. Stay attentive. Stay circumspect. Stay with Labour. And don't mind the 4D gang. You know them? The 4D gang. Deceptive, distractive, destructive, and disruptive. The 4D gangs. Labour, in my address at the National Day Youth Rally, I urge our young people to be grateful for those who cheer them on and appreciate their youthfulness, intelligence, and energy. The Dominica Labour Party, under Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, we make it our business to hear from our youth, to address their needs and concerns, and to implement some of their ideas and suggestions. So therefore, I am elated that so many young people are on our campaign trail. The Dominica Labour Party embraces the youth and gives you the opportunity to showcase your ambition, talent, and skills. The Dominica Labour Party appreciates your commitment to national development more than ever before. The Dominica Labour Party is committed to creating a launching pad for all our young people to turn their dreams into reality. So we encourage all our people, especially our young people, who are burning to contribute to nation building, get on board the Labour train. People who have never worked hard and have nothing to show cannot tell you about hard work and achievement. Let a team of people who have a track record of success guide you into becoming the best that you can be. Let labor do it again and again. Labor, I feel your vibes. I feel your vibes, especially the first-time voters. You will honor your civic responsibility as citizens of Dominica. When you go out on the 6th of December and you vote the Dominica Labour Party, I want you to be selfish. I want you to be selfish. I want you, when you put that cross by the shoe, say to yourself, I am doing this for what is in it for me. Because you have the opportunity, young people, to excel in sports and education. You have the opportunity to become a landowner, a homeowner, or a small business owner. You have the opportunity to lead in ICT, artificial intelligence, coding, and robotics. You have the opportunity to stay in the Isle of Beauty and work online with a company anywhere in the world. Vote for what is in it for you, young people. Vote the Dominica Labour Party. All of you this first time, all of the people who are going to vote for the first time, you were born and raised under the reign of the Dominica Labour Party. You cannot describe a career. You know what a career is? No. Because you had school feeding program. And you never attended school barefoot and shabby because you enjoyed the uniform program. Because you were born in the honey days of Dominica. And all you know is la vie dou. The tendency is to believe that all you have and all you are enjoying are always there. And this leads to the attitude of taking things for granted. School transfer fee, assistance with payment of CSEC, transportation, school feeding, uniforms, textbook scheme, and the Net for All program, which allows parents with a school child at home to pay only $10 for internet. And that is just to name a few. You have secondary, universal secondary education. No more will our students hide in the washroom crying when grade 6 results are out, because they will not have a chance to go to high school. Because every secondary school age child in Dominica is attending high school. Despite the challenges with COVID, over the last 3 years, over 2,400 students graduated from secondary school. That is the power of universal secondary education. You get to attend college. And all of you, you should attend college. You should attend our state college. You all know, it was the Dominica Labour Party, who conceived this college. Tuition is paid by government, and you receive a transportation allowance. Over the past 3 years, 1,200 students graduated from our state college, and this is the power of universal college education initiated under the Dominica Labour Party. Through our GATES program, Government Assistance for Tertiary Education, over the last 3 years, 3,500 Dominican students graduated from local, regional, and international tertiary institutions. This is the power of the GATE program provided by the Dominica Labour Party. Let me admonish you to guard your heritage as it pertains to your education and stay with labor. Because none of this existed before the year 2000. None of this existed before the Dominica Labour Party. And I'm telling you, if labor is not here, all of this will disappear. If the others could do it, they would have done it. These programs were all perceived by the Dominica Labour Party. They were conceived by the Dominica Labour Party, and they were achieved by the Dominica Labour Party. If I have to stay here to tell you about the achievements in education, somebody is going to pull the mic from my mouth because the list is very long. My friends, the words mumu, tebe, infime, deaf and dumb do not exist under the Dominica Labour Party. Because we are leading in the manner we are catering for students with special needs in the normal classroom setting. New modern superstructures, and they are conducive to learning. Secondary school teachers are happy about their new position. The education party cannot be stopped. No squabble about that. I am glad that the election is a short period. It's a short pause because we need to go back to work, to continue dealing with our primary school teachers to fill in the new positions created under the new structure. We have to go back to work because the early childhood education policy, we have to go back to work because the early childhood education policy, which is in draft form, is waiting to be revised and approved so that the early childhood educators can get the recognition and the salary they deserve. We need to go back to work. We have to go back to work because we have schools to finish up and new schools to construct. IT, TVET, CVQ policies must be completed. And hear this one. We have to go back to work because the increase in the NEP salaries and the payment of allowance to those who are 65, not 70, we brought it down, 65 and over. We have to go back to work so that the salary can be ready at the end of January. We have to go back to work. We have to go back to work because budget initiatives for agriculture and small business must be accelerated. Dominica, after December 6th, some of us have to catch up on 1 month's work. We have to go back to work. Well, in the Cassibrus constituency, the work has just begun. The work has taken a different dimension. The speed of our progress is slowed down, but it is not stalled. So please, let us do that well and quick. The Dominica Labour Party deserves an unprecedented 6th term because a 6th term is reserved for unusual performance in difficult times, much like what Dominica has seen in the past years. The Dominica Labour Party has faced times that no other party has faced, and we have led and managed with distinction. More than 3 storms, a major hurricane among climate change phenomenon, COVID, economic challenges, shifting in employment opportunities caused by technology because so many people are shopping online. The Dominica Labour Party faced the ripple effects of civil unrest in difficult parts of the world, like the fluctuation in oil prices. Yes, Dominica was knocked from all sides. Yet, we are recording growth in the economy. We are recording drop in unemployment. We are recording increase in attendance at higher learning institutions. We are recording that tourism is back on the increase. We are recording agriculture is moving fast in earnings. Public servants were always paid on time. Citizens continue to receive all necessary assistance in housing, seeking medical attention, and pursuing higher education. All social programs continue, and the list goes on. Labor. So just go there. Just get up early on December 6th, all of you, and make sure 20 more people vote Labour. And go and let us win this legal election fair and square. And let Labour continue to deliver. Let Labour continue to implement its vision and plan for your continued progress and prosperity. Because with Labour, there is something for every age and every stage. From cradle to grave, Labour cares. The cry of all the people, Labour hears. So we give in Labour 5 more years. So it's Labour for me, and it's Labour for you. It's Labour for us. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I love you too. Labour!
Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour's still the best choice. Scream until you lose your voice. Labour's still the best choice. Go ask the ghetto boy. Labour's still the best choice. Get my hands from it. Housing revolution.
Thank you. Thank you, Teacher Bonnie. You are truly one of our best teachers. Thank you. Thank you. We could feel that power. Brothers and sisters, the December 6th, 2022 election is a very important election. And I want you to listen to me, please. It is a very important election because there are those who are trying to tarnish the good name of Dominica. They tried it in 2019. You will recall. They went throughout the world seeking to destroy Dominica's name and to claim that elections in Dominica would be fraudulent. But you remember, we invited international and regional observers, and they all said that our elections were free and fair. This time around, they realized that they can never beat Labour on its performance. They realize that they can never match Labour's ability to organize a campaign. And what they've done is that they've withdrawn from the elections. That is so that they can ensure that they get the support from those countries that do not like what is happening in Dominica, to destroy Dominica's name. And this is why they are not participating in this election. So I'm asking one thing of you. I want you to help Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominica Labour Party. And on December 6th, to show up to vote in a big way so that the Dominica Labour Party will have a convincing victory to ensure that we can protect Dominica's name. So I don't want you to be there saying that we win already. We want you to turn out to vote on December 6th. Labour!
It's my PM for me. Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour's still the best choice.
continue. Let us continue with the labor victory as we come towards the northeast. We are making a stop in Salibert. The Kalinago Braves, where are you? And Treason, Atkinson. Labor again in Salibert. So it is my pleasure to welcome to address you the Kalinago Brave, my good friend, Honorable Kosia Fedrick.
Good night, good night, good night. Marigot people, were you there? Good night, Dominica. Good night, people of Marigot. I bring you greetings from the Salibert constituency. I bring you greetings from the constituency who is already with Labour. That constituency has been with Labour since 2000. And that constituency, called the Salibert constituency, will be with Labour for the next 100 years. And that constituency begins all the way close to Cassie Bruce and right there in Antrizal, close to Marigot. So we are neighbors. So I'm here tonight to support my neighbor, Gregory Rivière. I am supporting Gregory Rivière because Gregory Rivière is a man of integrity, a man who has worked all his life in the vineyard to ensure that the youth of our country got a fair chance to become equal citizens. And so tonight I call on the Marigot constituents to show up in large numbers on December 6th, to show the United Workers' Party that you have a true champion in Gregory Rivière. You need to turn out in large numbers on December 6th to show the rest of the country that Marigot is with Labour, because Marigot understands that Labour is the only choice. Labour is the only choice because Labour has a plan, Labour has a vision, and Labour has a leader that have led Dominica through trying times. We have gone through many natural disasters. We have gone through an economic crisis. We have gone through a pandemic, and Labour have been able at every step of the way to give equal opportunities to everyone on our wonderful country. So Gregory is part of that team. He has been part of that team since 2019. And he has sat around the table at cabinet. And he has always spoken as if he was the PAL rep for Marigot. So this time around, Labourites, this time around, the people of Marigot, take your time, go to the polls, and ensure that you put your X next to the shoe and next to the name of Gregory Rivière to ensure that he become the official PAL rep for Marigot. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, comrades, friends, Labour is the only choice. Labour have ensured that the elderly folks have been taken care of. Labour have ensured that children have free education. Labour have ensured that young people can work and gain experience under the NEP program. Labour have ensured that we have good infrastructure. Labour have ensured that we have good hospitals, good clinics, good roads, and Labour has ensured that every citizen in this country will, at one point in their life, have a safe, resilient home. And we have done this because, my friends, Labour is the only choice. Comrades, friends, we need to go to work on December 7th. We need to go back to work to ensure that we continue the plan of the Dominica Labour Party. We need to go back to work on December 6th with the assurance from you, the voters in Marigot, to ensure that you give this wonderful man Caressa from Sam's Gutter the full clearance, the full authority to represent you in the House of Parliament. Brothers and sisters, friends, Greg have always worked hard. Greg have always worked hard for the Marigot constituency. And when we had the little slides along the road, Greg was there. When we had Hurricane Maria, Greg was there. And so, brothers and sisters, friends, we have to ensure on December 6th, we make the right choice and vote Greg and the Dominica Labour Party. Now, brothers and sisters, comrades, the Salibia constituency have benefited from the Dominica Labour Party. In 2019, the Dominica Labour Party gave a commitment to the neighbors there in Salibia that we will build 500 new homes. And we have more than 200 homes already completed. In 2019, the government promised that we would build an emergency shelter. And as we speak, we are ready to break ground in the Salibia constituency. In 2019, the Dominica Labour Party promised to give the people of the Kalinago territory an opportunity to go to the bank to take a loan. Go to the bank to take a loan to build their homes, build their businesses, and build their capacity. So friends, the people across in Salibia, across the Pega River, have benefited from the Dominica Labour Party. And in the very same way, I need you to give every one of us, every one of my comrades, from Kabushin to Kashaku, from St. Joseph to Casibruce, the mandate to go back to work on December 7th to ensure that we continue building our wonderful place. Comrades, Labour is not only the best choice. Labour is the only choice. Friends, Labour is the only choice because we have a plan. Friends, Labour is the only choice because we have people who can do the job. Friends, Labour is the only choice because Labour is able to get the resources to build our country even after massive natural disasters.
Still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise.
And friends, comrades, Labour is the only choice because Labour has the best leader in the entire Caribbean region.
It's my PM formula. Still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise.
But friends, comrades, we have to get serious about this election. It's a serious thing. And I know we're excited and we want to blow the trumpets and we want to wave. I want to bump with the music. But this election is very important. It's an election that we have to use to show the rest of the world that we have full faith in the Dominica Labour Party. We have full faith in the leadership of Roosevelt Skerrit. And we have full faith in the cabinet ministers who will continue the work. So you need to come out and you need to bring your neighbors out on December 6th. And I do not want you to say that Labour win already. Labour win already, but we have to win big. We have to win by landslide victory to ensure that every 21 seats come to the Dominica Labour Party so we can continue the work that we started in 2019. And so, friends, comrades, we are in this together. We're in this together to make this wonderful country of ours the first climate resilient country. And so we are pushing ahead with our geothermal project. We are pushing ahead with ensuring that our road networks are built to standards that is world class. And so, friends, we need to take this election seriously because we need to put on record once and for all that the Dominican Labour Party is the only choice to ensure the development of Dominica. So friends, comrades, brothers and sisters, as I leave you here tonight, I leave you with one message to the people of Marigot. The message is that the neighbors down in Salibia is with Labour. Your neighbor up in Wesley is with Labour. So we need to finish off with Marigot with Labour.
She shall not be moved.
So come out on December 6th. Come out on December 6th in large numbers to ensure that Gregory Rivière gets the full mandate to stand in the House of Parliament as the PAL rep for the Marigot constituency. Good night, my brothers. Good night, my friends. Good night. Labour is the only choice. Labour.
Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice. Fremont.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Showers of blessings. Please don't stay in the rain. You can get shelter. We have a few tents, so just cooperate and allow other people to get some coverage from the rain. We'll resume shortly. Our DJ had to move, so we are unable to entertain you right now. So just bear with us for a couple minutes. As is. Be sure. Labour. Yeah, man. Whether tsunami, hurricane, sun, or rain. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Mr. DJ, you back? Because we are taking a clean sweep on the Northeast. We are taking every seat in the Northeast. And tonight, we are here in Marigot. And we are going with Greg all the way. But brothers and sisters, while I have your attention, I again want to remind you that this is an election like no other. This is an election that Labour Party is sure to win, but Labour Party must win big. And this is why you must turn out to vote. Because the boycott by the opposition party is to destroy Dominica's name. They want to stop the international airport. They want to kill the CBI. So they are seeking to boycott this election so that some countries could put sanctions on Dominica. That is what they're after. They know they can never compete with Labour at the ballot box. But you will show them on December 6th that Labour is the only choice in Dominica.
Party shall not be moved. waters, Labour Party shall not be.
He don't play, he don't play, you can't play, Labour.
Shall not be.
He don't play, you can't play, Labour. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. So as we continue, where the track, DJ? Where the track? Because tonight, wrong track, Gassa. The airport coming. Tonight, we are voting Labour because Labour is the only choice, but it is only the Dominica Labour Party that is going to give you an international airport.
The hotels coming, hospital coming, even airport coming, so Labour we voting.
Wesley! Where you there? Wesley! Woodford Hill! Let's hear it. Let's hear it. For
airport coming, so Labour we voting. The hotels coming, so Labour we voting.
okay, so tonight we're going to invite to speak to you the Member of Parliament who will bring to you all of Dominica, in the Northeast, in Marigot, Wesley, Woodford Hill, the international airport, Fidel Grant.
Even airport coming, so Labour we voting. The hotels coming, hospital coming, even airport coming, so Labour we voting. I vote off, I vote all Labour. Tell that to my auntie, my sister, even the
Labour! Where all the Wesley niggas and them will come out of Wesley, Palm Tree, Marigot to support Greg? Tonight, let me say good evening to the Prime Minister and the political leader of the Dominica Labour Party, Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, and to all my colleagues who are here this evening in Marigot. I want to wish you a special good evening. Wesley, Woodford Hill, Palm Tree, let us know you're here. It is an honor to be here tonight to endorse my brother, my friend, the Honorable Gregory Rivière. I met Greg over 25 years ago at the Methodist Church, as we are both Methodists. I also became well acquainted with Greg in his professional life as a youth officer. I was fortunate to work with him through the Dominica Youth Business Trust, and most recently, Honorable Rivière has been a Minister of State in my ministry, the Ministry of Agriculture. Honorable Rivière is very disciplined. He's passionate and patient about his work. I recall that when we worked with the young people, each task that Honorable Rivière undertook, his sole aim was to see that people evolved into someone better, someone stronger from the training which they were going through. And that commitment and drive was brought to the cabinet and to the Ministry of Agriculture. Honorable Rivière would visit farmers and fisherfolk whenever they called upon him for a meeting. No community, no farm was too far for Honorable Rivière to go to visit farmers or fisherfolk at the Bayside. Honorable Rivière has a heart for the less fortunate.
he has a special interest in the empowerment of young single mothers. He has a vision for the young men who have not completed high school. He believes that these young men and these young people need to obtain skills training. I say to you, the people of Marigot, that Greg is the role model, the leader that you need at this critical time in our country. Brothers and sisters, the Marigot constituency needs to know that leadership matters. Progress only occurs when courageous and skillful leaders seize the opportunity to change things for the better. If you believe that over the past 2 decades, you have seen no progress in your constituency, and that is because your current parliamentary representative have no interest in the people of Marigot. Greg is committed to implementing the policies of this Labour Party administration. Marigot, Concord, you need to know that your Dominica Labour Party is the only political party, the only party with strong transformational policies and programs. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Marigot, this administration has created an equal playing field for all Dominicans. Decades ago, only the children of the elite would be able to go to college or university. The Dominica Labour Party has changed that and provided thousands of Dominicans with financial assistance to obtain a tertiary education. People of Marigot, this Labour Party administration makes empowerment of the youth, employment, skills, and entrepreneurship a priority. It is for this reason, earlier this year, your government placed $28 million at the Aid Bank to lend for small businesses at an interest rate of only 3.5%. Small businesses can get up to $15,000 and they don't need to have land paper as a security. Brothers and sisters, I do not know of any country where this facility is being offered. That money is available to you, the small business owners here in Marigot and across the country. I urge the small business owners to go out and take advantage of this opportunity. Our policies concentrate on uplifting and holding your hand up, steering you on a path to success. And that is why we have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in agriculture, and our work continues. In this year's budget, we have placed money at the Aid Bank to pay farmers and hucksters in a timely manner. In addition, we have placed $1.5 million to be invested in establishing by Dominica's Depot to ensure that we have ripening facilities, cold storage, and vending outlets across the Caribbean to improve our markets and the attractiveness of our products. We also continue to support agro-processors, manufacturers. Last year, we removed taxes on labeling and packaging material and machinery. This year, we will provide up to $5 million in grants to small businesses to ensure that we target and develop our agro-processors to ensure that our local produce continue to add value. We also provided $1 million to our local juice processors to ensure that they are able to expand and enhance their production. These are just some of the programs which target in creating jobs, innovation, and positioning our young people here in Marigot and across the country to make money. I have not even touched on a vast amount of opportunities in the area of construction because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls who are listening at home, labor rights, the international airport, is on its way.
Even airport coming, so labor we voting. The autos coming, hospital coming, even airport coming.
Marigot nigga, regardless of your last name, regardless of your socio-economic background, regardless of your political affiliations, whether you are from Sam's Gutter, West Flat, Monkey Hill, Back Street, every child from Marigot and Dominica by extension have an equal opportunity to excel at the highest level under Viz Dominica Labour Party. I call on you this evening, on December 6, 2022, to go out and vote for Gregory Rivière. Vote for organized party and not a one man with an ambition of being a pal rep. So tonight, we go to my constituency. I need to hear Woodford Hill. I need to hear Palm Tree. Wesley nigga, all of a sudden, yeah man, we come out where he come out. After 40 years, and he find himself back at Wesley. Me don't know where he come out. But that man say he go be leader or something with dead. Me no understand what make a man who want to be leader or something with dead. Labor rights, Wesley, Woodford Hill, and Palm Tree, the United Workers' Party is dead. There is no comeback for the United Workers' Party. That is the same man who has rejected and refused to stand with you. When he was called upon to represent you, he ran away. And now he's coming to tell you he needs you to be leader. My brother, this is not about you. It is not what you want and when you want it. Service is about people. And when you are interested in service, you need to make sacrifices for the betterment of other people. So, I want to tell the young people of Wesley that this man has turned his back on us. And if you do not know, when you see Barclay, or when you see Priam, or when you see Teacher Glow, ask them how he turned his back on the people of Wesley. And for those of you who are in Woodford Hill and Palm Tree, when you see Miss Rosie, ask them how he turned the back on the people of Woodford Hill. They will explain to you that he turned his back on you when you needed him the most. This man cannot show anything he has contributed to the people of Wesley, Woodford Hill, and Palm Tree. He has not empowered one individual from our constituency. Labor rights, Wesley Nega, I don't know if you listened to their program this morning. But this morning, even the sheriff, and those of you in Wesley, all you know sheriff. The tall sheriff of Wesley has declared to the world this morning that we in the Wesley constituency and they in the Workers' Party in Wesley do not want him. The sheriff has said, not just to Dominicans, but to the world and to Wesley, that we cannot trust him. This man is all about himself, and he's only trying to satisfy his lust for power. That is why when the Prime Minister called the election, knowing that he couldn't win, like the true coward that he is, he decided to hide behind a so-called independent candidate. Labor rights, Wesley Nega. That is what normal people say is an unstable man. In Wesley, we say, he know a good head. Ladies and gentlemen, as far as the independent candidate goes, I am not even going to call his name. His reputation precedes him. Mr. Rose, you want to tell us about him? Labor rights, farmers from across the Northeast and villagers knows why this independent candidate that is running against Fidel Grant cannot be trusted. Dominicans, labor rights, Wesley, Woodford Hill, Palm Tree. I have a message for them tonight. To the unstable man and the so-called independent, I want to remind you that you know, that we know, there is no way that the United Workers' Party and the Labour can beat, Fidel Grant and the Labour Party. And I would like to send a clear message to them tonight, that when you come for Fidel Grant and the Dominica Labour Party, we give you 16 ounces to the pound and not 1 ounce less.
It's my PM family. Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour's still the best choice.
To my constituents, over the next few days, you will hear of my plans when I am elected your parliamentary representative once again. I want to assure all Dominicans who are listening this evening that the good people of Wesley, Woodford Hill, and Palm Tree will be voting for trusted leadership and stability. So on December 6th, there is no doubt that Fidel Grant, your humble servant, will be elected your parliamentary representative. Labour!
We shall not be, we shall not be moved. We shall not be, we shall not be moved. Just like the trees, that's planted by the waters. Labour Party shall not be moved.
Put your hands together. Let us welcome the Honorable Prime Minister of Dominica, Honorable Roseau.
I had a chance to live my life again. Without pretending, I would tell you plain. I made a lot of mistakes in this life. I would like to change. But of all the things that I hold dear to, one is being born and raised in this country. For no other place on earth would do for me. It's not to say that all is rosy. We have problems and we are poor. But generally speaking, we are an easy-going people, free and clean. I hold you very close to my heart. Some of you, my dearest, I cannot bear. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come back to you. When your other children will forsake you, I will always stand up firm and true. Oh, I am your knight in shining armor. true ambassador to Dominica. You know how I care. Your humble servant I remain. And stand by your side through sun or rain. Hey, 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 hey. Sometimes the things I hear does make me want to hide from the very children, those who have no pride. For instead,
Yes, yes, yes. Labour is still the best choice. And this election, Labour is the only choice. Roosevelt Carrot is still the best choice and is still the only choice.
Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice.
Yes, yes, yes. You heard the power of Fidel Grant. You heard the power of Fidel Grant. And Fidel told us that they're dead. UWP is dead. But tonight, those of you in Marigot and Wesley, I want to tell you that you cannot continue to follow a dead thing. And this is why you must come home to the Dominica Labour Party.
Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice.
You know, in 1999, when they went to the east to look for the sun, you remember what happened? They left there and they called a snap election. Today they don't like his Roosevelt's corridor alone that can call snap election. They called a snap election, but Rosie was ready for them. Rosie was ready for them. And he took all 21 candidates and presented them to Dominica. And I can tell you, that morning of January 1st, when they came down to St. Joe with their lapocab with Makamati Montepe, I was afraid because I say they hold us. They hold us with our pants down, but no, we pull it back up, fast, fast, fast. And we put up a campaign, but today they have no pants and their party is dead. This is why on December 6th, we are turning out in large numbers to vote the Dominica Labour Party.
It's my PM family. Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice.
So now, as we continue to sweep all the Northeast, we're going down to Portsmouth, to the hometown of the Labour Party, the foundation of Labour, the former MP for the Portsmouth constituency, Honorable Ian Douglas.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
Labour! Labour! Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you that stability is key. Dominica is on the right track of growth and development. And on the 6th of December, you must ensure that we keep Dominica on the right track. Stability is key, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, it is not any government that can give you the Yes We Care program, where our elderly is taken care of at their home. Their hair is properly combed. They are properly groomed. They have their bath and their hot meal. Brothers and sisters, that is a program of the Dominica Labour Party. Brothers and sisters, all our elderly who were not as fortunate to work for the government while they were young and strong, but they worked in our communities, they worked in our societies. There were truck drivers taking our people to Roseau via Debwash. There were bread makers, bakers, making bread for us to eat. There were seamstresses making our clothes, brothers and sisters. There were nurses walking up and down in the night with bullseye to deliver babies from our mothers. And the government today, brothers and sisters, is giving them a pension called the non-contributory pension, where they are getting their $300 to pay their little mapping, to keep their lights on, and to feed themselves. That is a Dominica Labour Party program.
It's my being family. Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise.
Brothers and sisters, today, any Dominican over the age of 60 and under the age of 18 can walk into the China Friendship Hospital. Look, here in Marigot, we have a brand new Marigot Hospital, brothers and sisters. And anybody, any young person under 18 can access medical care in Dominica free of charge. That is the work of the Dominica Labour Party. It is the work of the Dominica Labour Party, because the United Workers' Party had put on a fee for you to go to the hospital. You had to pay at the door like you go into a dance or a jam. They put on something at the hospital called hospital user fee. And if you were not able to pay at the time, you would stay home and die. Is that what you want in Dominica again?
Who we voting? Who we voting?
Brothers and sisters, for you to have entered the St. Andrew's School as it was called at the time, before Northeast Comprehensive or any secondary school in Dominica, you had to pass the common entrance. If you couldn't pass common entrance and you failed, you couldn't go to secondary school. Before, when you came from a secondary school, only 80 students could go to what was called the Clifton Jupini Community College. Today, every student living in a primary school is ensured that they have a place at a secondary school anywhere in Dominica. That is the work of the Dominica Labour Party.
It's my being family. Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise.
Brothers and sisters, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, as he then was the Minister of Education, he wasn't even Prime Minister yet, but he had the vision and the foresight for the development of this country. And even in the midst, in the height of the austerity program, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, as Minister of Education, established the Dominica State College. Now, every student in Dominica, living any secondary school anywhere in Dominica, has a place free of charge at the Dominica State College. That is the work of the Dominica Labour Party. We have built thousands of homes around Dominica, free of charge. Homes costing $200,000 and $300,000 for one. Any one of you who got your keys to those new homes, you have not a cent to pay. When UWP was in power, the people of Marigot know that they tried to build a housing scheme just on the other side of the road over there, and the steel rot from sea blast, brothers and sisters. Not even that they could do. Is that the kind of people you want to be in power on December the 7th? Brothers and sisters, it was this government who implemented the squatter regularization program, where people were living on lands like in Portsmouth in Chance for years and for generations, brothers and sisters, and they couldn't own those lands. And it was this government who regularized our squatters and give them the ability to own a certificate of title. In some cases, we drop the price per square foot from $8, $8 and $9 and $10 to $1 a square foot so our people can own land all over Dominica. That is the work of the Dominica Labour Party.
Say we must win, Labour. No one can touch Labour. No one is again.
You remember, some of us at our homes still had pit latrine. You had to go outside, rain falling. You had to walk in Labu, brothers and sisters. When you reach in your pit latrine, cockroach running on your foot, red ants biting you, rats running on you. And the Dominica Labour Party abolished pit latrine and give us flushing toilet in our homes, brothers and sisters. That is the work of the Labour Party. Brothers and sisters, it is the Dominica Labour Party who built the China Friendship Hospital. Now we have an intensive care unit at the hospital. So when we have emergencies, we don't have to fly our people out in urgent situations, but they can be taken care of right here in Dominica, in our hospital, brothers and sisters. We have built more than 15 health and wellness centers all over Dominica, including here in Marigot. So Gregory Rivière, in 3 years, have given you more than Edison James and Lennox Linton put together for 25 years, brothers and sisters.
Who we voting? Who we voting?
Gregory deserves to be the parliamentary representative for the Marigot constituency. He has worked for it. He deserves it. So give it to him, brothers and sisters. Lennox Linton has abandoned the people of Marigot. He abandoned the people of Marigot, and by extension, the United Workers' Party have abandoned their supporters. 16,000 people voted for workers in the last election, and they have abandoned their people. But I want to tell those people within the sound of my voice, not only in Marigot but around Dominica, come home to Labour. Come home. Come home to the Dominica Labour Party. That is where you belong. Come home. We are a party with a big tent. We embrace everybody, brothers and sisters. There is a place for everybody in the Dominica Labour Party. And when they come in, when those worker supporters come in, Labour rights embrace them because they are Dominicans too. They are Dominicans like me and you, brothers and sisters. So if it's now they see the light, forgive them and welcome them. Because what the United Workers' Party is doing is tricks they're playing to send up independent candidates. What independent candidate that? Is workers in disguise. Brothers and sisters, I want you to know that. Workers in disguise. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. How come Lennox Linton say he resigned? He have rage. So they put a little pressure on him in their indoor meeting, and he resigned, and he left the workers leaderless and rudderless, brothers and sisters. That is what he did. But look at that. They had a meeting on the Bayfront on Thursday, and he's still the one speaking for United Workers' Party. So don't be fooled by that nonsense, brothers and sisters. Every single one of them in this election running against the Dominica Labour Party is UWP. And UWP cannot do anything to continue the future development of Dominica. So don't be fooled, brothers and sisters. We have work to do. We have to continue the development of Dominica. The agricultural industry needs Marigot and Wesley. we need to increase production so that by 2030, agriculture can contribute $700 million to the economy, brothers and sisters. And we in Wesley, Woodford Hill, Marigot, we can do it. We can do it. We have the markets for you. We have Antigua, St. Martin, St. Thomas, Anguilla calling for Dominica fresh produce every day. Every Monday, we have 6 boats leaving Longhouse loaded, and a lot of that produce comes from the east and comes from here in Marigot. Marigot farmers, we want to work with you. You have to come and join the only winning team, which is the Dominica Labour Party.
It's my PM family. Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise.
So the choice in this election is clear. The choice on December 6th is clear, brothers and sisters. Put your cross next to Gregory Rivière. I know Gregory. I know Caressa. I worked with Caressa, and I believe in Caressa. Give him the opportunity to serve you as your elected parliamentary representative. Give that to him on the 6th of December. And give Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominica Labour Party the mandate we need to continue the development of Dominica. So, brothers and sisters, I love you. I wish you well. And I believe in the people of Marigot to do the right thing, which is to vote the Dominica Labour Party. God bless you. God bless you. Stay safe and see you on the night of the 6th of December, right here, where we will celebrate the great Labour Party victory. Thank you very much.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
Yes. So please, all of you who once supported the United Workers' Party, come home to Labour. There is room for you in Labour. And this is how we are going to win the Marigot constituency, because they are all going to vote for the Dominica Labour Party. But tonight we are here. We are here to endorse our winning candidate for the Marigot constituency. A man who stood up and said that he wants to represent his people. And last election, he stood up for the Dominica Labour Party. This year, once again, we will be presenting to you Gregory Rivière. And to introduce him, I invite to the microphone Fidel Grant.
Labour. Where are the Marigot nigga? Let me hear the Marigot nigga. All the Marigot nigga will come out of Sam's gutter. Tonight, it's an honor and a privilege to introduce my friend, my brother, my colleague, Honorable Rivière. Marigot nigga, in housing, I Gregory there with you. In education, I Gregory there with you. You name it, Marigot nigga, I Gregory you see. Greg, our Marigot man, as Sam's got he come out. The labor rights, I would like to introduce to you the next parliamentary representative for the Marigot constituency. I Gregory there with you. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother, Gregory Rivière.
Tell them I say I was born in this land, I go die in this land, nobody go run me. From where me come from, nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me, nobody go run me, nobody go run me. Me mama must yam, me papa must yam, me woman must yam, me pickle must yam. Nobody go run me, nobody go run me, nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Life ain't much for us to choose. Some we win and some we lose. But sometimes life is so confusing. I had a lot of friends one time whom I used to wine and dine and gave them bread when they need it. Now most of them against me. Take me, make the enemy. Simply because I am not what they all want me to be. And with the political views I can't agree. But tell them for me no dice. I ain't gonna eat lice. I ain't gonna grow old, sitting in the cold, not me, Algie. No way, they gon' have to beat me, they gon' have to eat me, or the heads go roll. Tell them I say I was born in this land, I go die in this land, nobody go run me. From where me come from, nobody go run me, nobody go run me, nobody go run me, nobody go run me. Me mama must yam. Me papa must yam. Me woman must
Labor! Yes, sir. Look energy. Look energy in the place. Anybody from Marigot? Well, I tell you, the generals are in uniform and we are ready to battle, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, Honorable Fidel Grant, Honorable Kozia Frederick, Honorable Octavia Alfred, my other parliamentary colleagues, my Labour family. Are you nigga right? Well, tonight we Nate. Tonight we Nate, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, 22 years, we knocking at the door. 22 years, we waiting in the slips, ladies and gentlemen. 22 years hanging out in the cold. 22 years hanging on, hoping, praying that one day we will reach in the corridors of government, ladies and gentlemen. My brothers and sisters, Marigot people, conquered people, the time is now. Come December 6th, we are saying bye-bye to opposition. We are saying bye-bye to opposition, and we are putting ourselves in government, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a foregone conclusion that the Dominica Labour Party has won this election clean sweep. Anyone who seeks to be in opposition, ladies and gentlemen, does not have the future of our people at heart. Anyone who seeks to be in opposition now does not believe in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone who believes in wanting to be in opposition now is living in the 1980s, ladies and gentlemen. But let them know that we are in 2022 and we are moving forward ever, backward never, with the Dominica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen. My friends, I am not aware of any country where people are campaigning so hard to be in opposition. I am not aware of any logically thinking person who will campaign in sun, rain, thunder, lightning just to be in opposition, ladies and gentlemen. I am not aware of anyone, nowhere under the sun, ladies and gentlemen, who will subject themselves to abuse and scrutiny just to be in opposition. My dear friends, I must say to you that the people of Marigot and Concord are intelligent people, and they will not be fooled by the angry operatives of the United Workers' Party dressed up in purple, ladies and gentlemen, under the banner of independence to fool us, ladies and gentlemen, for their own selfish gains, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be fooled. So, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 3 years, it has been extremely challenging for this government. Just recovering from Marigot, ladies and gentlemen, we were attacked by this invisible enemy. And you know, when you're attacked by an enemy that is invisible, you don't know where it's attacking you from. Sometimes when you're looking for it on the left, it attacks you by the right. Sometimes when you're looking for it from the front, it attacks you from the behind. Oh boy, it's not a good thing when something attacks you from the behind. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a rough time for this government. This government, we saw expenditure spike, ladies and gentlemen, over 40%. Money that we did not budget for. We saw, ladies and gentlemen, that our income reduced by 34%, ladies and gentlemen, making it even more difficult for us to govern this country. Ladies and gentlemen, despite these challenging times, the Labour Party remained focused, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit provided astute leadership. Not one public servant salary was cut, ladies and gentlemen. Not one employee sent home, ladies and gentlemen. The NEP was strengthened. The Yes We Care expanded. We serviced all our debt. And ladies and gentlemen, we kept the economy afloat. But most important, during those trying times was our ability to save lives, ladies and gentlemen. Our ability to give hope and to give assurance in a time of crisis. Our ability to manage COVID. Doing it so well, ladies and gentlemen, we were managing COVID the best in the Eastern Caribbean, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe the world by extension, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, during these critical times, we did not halt our development agenda in the Marigot constituency. During those times, I was not the PAL rep. And many times, they always mistake me for the PAL rep. Because many times when the PAL rep is supposed to be certain places, he's not there. And the people saying, Honorable PAL rep Gregory Rivière. And I had to correct them. I had to tell them, I am not the PAL rep. But ladies and gentlemen, I saw the community falling apart. I saw, ladies and gentlemen, that there was no leadership, ladies and gentlemen. So I felt obliged to assist. And so some of you may feel that I did not represent well. But I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the record will show that Gregory Rivière has done his best. Over 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, the record will show.
Labor rights.
In 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, in 3 years, with Greg, ladies and gentlemen, we saw the full rehabilitation of the Will Strathmore Stevens School, ladies and gentlemen, at a cost of over $2.2 million, ladies and gentlemen. A project many thought would not have happened. Today, our students are in a more comfortable and conducive learning environment, and it's expected, of course, that their overall academic performance will improve. Ladies and gentlemen, this project also includes a state-of-the-art auditorium
which we are able to host community activities, ladies and gentlemen, including weddings. Yes, because of Gregory Rivière, we are now hosting weddings at the Will Strathmore Stevens School, ladies and gentlemen. And the Marigot people will know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, the record will also show that with Greg, we were able to complete a brand new modern state-of-the-art youth center at the Martin School, or by the Martin School, ladies and gentlemen. Over $2.5 million spent. This will help to facilitate skills training, leadership programs for our young people, to empower them, to give them a sense of purpose, and to make them more productive citizens of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, the record will show in this crucial time, this COVID-19 era, with Greg, we were able to provide 10 families with keys to their brand new resilient homes, ladies and gentlemen, at a cost of over $2.7 million, ladies and gentlemen. And with Greg, an additional 18 houses were approved and are under construction at a cost of over $3.5 million, ladies and gentlemen. Our people need to be comfortable. Our people need proper housing. And that is what we will provide, ladies and gentlemen. I, Gregory Rivière, will not rest until every person in Marigot has gotten decent living accommodation, ladies and gentlemen. I will not rest. And ladies and gentlemen, they're talking about lack of representation. You're talking about lack of representation? A man who sat as my chairman, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 years, talking about lack of representation? A man who sat on all my subcommittees to approve houses and say who should get house, to approve fertilizer and say who should get fertilizer. You come in and tell Marigot people that Greg did not represent? A gentleman who cannot even win a village council election, ladies and gentlemen. And the only reason you have an audience now is because the dirty United Workers' Party people want to use you to get to Gregory Rivière. But nobody shall run me in Marigot, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody shall run me. Ladies and gentlemen, as minister responsible for fisheries right here, in 1 year, we were able to deliver the refurbishment of this very fisheries complex, ladies and gentlemen, at a cost of over $4 million. And this will assist the fisher folks to have more adequate storage. And of course, to ensure that we always have ice here, whether it's to fet or whether it's to store fish. Ladies and gentlemen, furthermore, I say to you, when Gregory Rivière wins this election on December 6th, I will call Mr. Skerritt myself, ladies and gentlemen, the very same night I will call him, not to get congratulations, but I am going to remind him of the proposal that I submitted to him to ensure that this facility be operated as an official port of entry, because we need it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it was during this time, under Greg, we see the expansion of the NEP and the Yes We Care program. Under the Yes We Care program, ladies and gentlemen, we provided care for our elderly, and they are very happy with the care that they are receiving. The NEP program, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to expand that to include school mentors, clerks, social workers, and of course, add more people to our cleanup and beautification team. And on this note, permit me to commend the NEP of Marigot for doing a wonderful job, ladies and gentlemen, in keeping our community clean. And that is the reason why, come January, you will no longer receive a 6-month contract. You will be smiling to the bank, ladies and gentlemen, with a 2-year contract, ladies and gentlemen, so you can take your loan comfortably, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if I have to tell you all what happened in 3 years, Honorable Scarrett wouldn't get a chance to talk tonight. I don't want us to stay until daybreak. But I must tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that it was under Greg, the same person you said that did not provide representation. We saw the completion of the Doris Musgrave Health and Wellness Center, ladies and gentlemen. And we also saw the completion of our brand new Marigot Hospital, ladies and gentlemen, at a combined cost of over $56 million right here in Marigot, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. You can talk and make your noise. These facilities, these modern facilities, will ensure that the people of Marigot and Concord, and of course our surrounding villages, have access to quality health care at no cost, ladies and gentlemen. And this could only happen under a Dominica Labour Party administration. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 years, and we can talk about all that. Can you imagine if you were to give me the license to perform on your behalf, ladies and gentlemen? Can you imagine if you were to tell me on December 6th, Mr. Rivière stepped inside as the parliamentary representative of Marigot, ladies and gentlemen? If that were to happen, I am telling the Honorable Roosevelt Scarrett that I will break dance on the cabinet table, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a good time. We are having a good time in Marigot. Of course, that can only happen if our people come together, if our people work together, because Marigot has a lot of talent. Marigot has potential, but we just need to pull it together, ladies and gentlemen. In the past time, we find people who are dividing this community, people who are tying up the community. It is time to let our people go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to let our people go. Marigot will rise. Marigot will shine. Marigot will continue to be a leading example in this country, ladies and gentlemen. Marigot will be a shining light in this country. And this will be a reality when you elect Gregory Rivière as your next parliamentary representative, ladies and gentlemen. Moving forward, we want to ensure that Marigot remains the breadbasket of this country. We will continue to give agriculture the full attention that it deserves. Farmers will have better quality products. Farmers will have better quality planting material in greater quantities because, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are constructing a brand new facility at Portsmouth, tissue culture facility at Portsmouth, ladies and gentlemen, that you will be able to take advantage of and get all your planting materials. Ladies and gentlemen, farmers of this constituency will also benefit from measures put in place to address the high cost of fertilizer and, of course, the high cost of animal feed. And I will say to you, I will give you this solemn promise that we will address the concerns of all our farm access roads in this constituency, ladies and gentlemen. With Greg as your parliamentary representative, you will not know the difference between driving on the road to Roseau or driving on the road to Captain Bruce, North End, Valley, Coffee, Craig, Melville Hall. Those roads will be as smooth as ever, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to take our time to build resilient roads for the farmers, ladies and gentlemen. Under my leadership, we will build the capacity of poultry farmers, people like Kiki, to manage no less than 5,000 birds, ladies and gentlemen, so we can continue to remain self-sufficient for eggs. And at the same time, we will ensure to increase our market share in our local meat market. My friends, I must say to you that the future for agriculture is bright, my dear friends. Access to land and houses will also be a priority under my leadership. We will make lands available to anyone who is interested in farming and they do not have land. Anyone who is interested in building their homes and they do not have land, we will ensure that lands are made available. And I want to say to the people of Melville Hall, listen to me carefully. I heard your complaints about regulating the land over there. And I rest assured that within the first month of Gregory Rivière in office, this will certainly be addressed. So you can get your title, people of Melville Hall, to walk to the banks. Ladies and gentlemen, small business owners, I am coming for you. Small business owners, I will ensure that you position yourselves to access small business grants and some of our low-interest loan facility, ladies and gentlemen. Our agro-processors in these communities are doing an excellent job. I have seen and used your products. The branding, the packaging, the taste are all excellent quality, ladies and gentlemen. I am prepared to work with you to provide the incentives required to make your small business and to take it to the next level, ladies and gentlemen. We will give serious attention to tourism. We will make sure that we develop all our tourism sites in this community to make it more attractive and more appealing to visitors, ladies and gentlemen. My dear friends, time will not permit me tonight to outline all my plans. But I want to tell you that I have a special love in my heart for our young people, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to big up the young people of this constituency who are the engine of my campaign, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hear our young people. Let me hear the young people. Oh, yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the future is bright. The future is bright. And the question is, on December 7th, when you feel a pain, are you going to run to independent? On December 7th, if you're looking for some housing assistance, who are you going to run to? On December 7th, if you want to discuss a scholarship opportunity, who are you going to run to, ladies and gentlemen? As far as I'm concerned, there is only one candidate in this election. And when you go to the polling station, there is no other symbol, there is no other name than Gregory Rivière and the shoes, ladies and gentlemen. There is no comparison, ladies and gentlemen. Focus will be placed on upgrading our sporting facilities because we need our youth to be involved in more sports. And I must say to you that at Lyo Park, we are going to put down a mini stadium at Lyo Park, ladies and gentlemen. And you may not clap hard now, But I will tell you something. I have brought the investor to look at the park, and he's very pleased with what he's seen. And he has given a commitment that after this election, he's going to come back, make another visit, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can start to discuss a mini stadium for Lio Park, ladies and gentlemen. Under my leadership, you will see the resurgence of youth participation in music, youth participation in culture, youth participation in leadership and skills training program. I will ensure that more of our students have access to higher education through government scholarships program. My dear friends, moving forward, the opportunities are endless. The opportunities are endless. Just next door, we are going to see the construction of a brand new international airport, ladies and gentlemen. And I know that we will have so much employment over there. Wesley people alone cannot take up all the employment opportunities. So we in Marigot, we have to put ourselves in order. We have to prepare ourselves to take advantage of all the opportunities that are going to be derived from the construction of this international airport. And I tell you, clear the way, the bombo jet coming down, ladies and gentlemen.
Even airport coming, so never we voting. The others coming.
So we have to wake up. We have to wake up and we have to shake up. This is our time to shine, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. This is not about who I like and who I don't like. This is about who has the capacity to represent you at the highest level, ladies and gentlemen. And come December 6th, make no mistake about it. We are voting for Greg and the Dominica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank the Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt for his continued sterling leadership in these trying times. Sir, I want to thank you for the sacrifice that you continue to make for this country. I also want to thank you for giving me yet another opportunity to serve my people at the highest level. I want to thank my campaign team. Oh yes, where are you? You are working so hard, working day and night, knocking doors, in sun, rain, thunder, lightning. You are there because we know that come December 6th, we are going to be victorious, ladies and gentlemen. I want to also say a special thanks to all the genuine, God-fearing, United Workers' Party supporters, those who have joined me and those who are contemplating joining me. I want to thank you. This morning alone, I got about 6 phone calls from 6 different United Workers' Party supporters. And they said to me, Mr. Rivière, the Purple Party had a meeting at Sam's Gutter last night. And I went on Facebook and I said, well, boy, let me listen to see what they have to offer. Because I don't know where to go. I have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. My leader abandoned me and I don't know where to turn. But I said, let me listen to their meeting. And when I listened to the meeting, ladies and gentlemen, it was so disappointing. It was so poor. They couldn't articulate one plan. They couldn't articulate one policy. They couldn't articulate one program that could move our country forward. Mr. Rivière, from this time forth, I am on your train and I am not coming alone. I am bringing my entire family with me, ladies and gentlemen. So in conclusion, let us turn out in large numbers this will be the election of the year. This will be the election of the century. And when we win this election in Marigot, I am saying to the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit that the party, the victory party, will be right here at the Fisheries Complex, ladies and gentlemen. So, I want you to trust Greg. Trust Greg. Greg for trusted, committed, and dedicated leadership. Greg, the one who cares. Greg, the one who is always there in bad times and in good times. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Labour is still the best choice. As a matter of fact, Labour is the only choice, ladies and gentlemen. Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best. Stability is key. And Greg and the Labour Party, you have to join Greg and the Labour Party for effective representation. So count on me. Count on me, Marigot and Concord people. Your strength is my strength. I am your humble servant, and I will always be there for you. So count on me. Count on me for the development of this constituency. I love you. I love you. Oh yes, I love you most sincerely. May God bless you. May God bless our Prime Minister. May God bless this constituency. May God bless the Labour Party. May God bless the Commonwealth of Dominica. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Labour! Labour!
In this land, I go die in this land. Nobody go run me from where me come from. Nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Me mama must yam. Me papa must yam. Me woman must yam. Me pixie must yam. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Life ain't much for us to choose. Some we win and some we lose. But sometimes life is so confusing. I had a lot of friends one time whom I used to wine and dine and gave them bread when they need it. Now most of them against me. Take me, make the enemy. Simply because I am not what they all want me. Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best.
Let's hear it for Greg. Marigot. We are going all the way with Gregory Rivière. Yes, yes. My brothers and sisters, tonight we have launched, we have presented to you another winning candidate for the Dominica Labour Party. And as we go through the length and breadth of Dominica, we are going to reward our political leader with 21 seats. Our political leader has worked hard for all of us, has ensured that we are ready to defeat anyone who comes against us. And tonight, it is my pleasure to present to you the greatest political leader of the greatest political party in the history of the Commonwealth of Dominica. I present to you the parliamentary representative for the Vegas constituency, Honorable Roosevelt.
If I had a chance to live my life again, without pretending, I would tell you plain, I've made a lot of mistakes in this life I would like to change. But of all the things that I hold dear to, one is being born and raised in this country. For no other place.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to greet the very wonderful people of Marigot and Concord. and to say how happy I am to be in Marigot tonight to present Gregory Rivière as our candidate in the 2022 general elections. I want to send a special send out to my sister Gordon and Sister Anna Clett and Mr. Kenneth Samuel and Matt Davis and all the wonderful people here in this constituency. I just came from Roseau, where I spoke at a community called Tarish Pit. And it is an exciting feeling there in Roseau that Labour Party is certainly going to take that seat this time around, ladies and gentlemen. One of the striking things in this election is the overwhelming number of young people who are at the forefront of this campaign for the Dominica Labour Party. And we still have been able to maintain the senior citizens who have been with us for so many years and so many decades following this party and supporting this party. And I recognize that the young people are following Labour because they believe that Labour is still the best choice for Dominica. This country has gone through challenging times, difficult times, natural disasters, the pandemic, external shocks. But this Labour Party has done a remarkable job in rebounding our economy, ladies and gentlemen. We all witnessed and we were all affected by Hurricane Maria. Everybody in this country said Dominica was finished, that it would take us more than 20 years to rebuild our country. And see where we are, ladies and gentlemen, notwithstanding the pandemic. You know the true mettle of our government, not when things are good, but when things are difficult, ladies and gentlemen. And you can know that whenever challenging times come, you know that you are safe and safer with the Dominica Labour Party. But tonight, I am here to speak to the Marigot people. The Marigot people are hard-working, intelligent people. People who are respectful. The truth is, in all my years coming to Marigot, nobody has ever disrespected me in Marigot. I've been welcomed and respected by everyone in this community. It's a wonderful place. It's a place of loving, hospitable, kind people, generous people. But what Marigot has been missing and lacking for so many years is proper leadership. It is somebody who cares about people and their welfare and well-being. This cannot always be about a party. This cannot be about Labour and UWP. This election, ladies and gentlemen, it is not about Labour. It is not about UWP. It is about what is best for you, what is best for your family, what is best for your community, and what is best for Dominica. That is what is at stake here in this election. Because the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, that come the night of December 6th, the Labour Party will form the government of Dominica for the next 5 years.
Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make
Voting, I keep saying, is not like playing the scratch. This is not playing marble on holes, ladies and gentlemen. This is about the welfare and well-being of human beings, people. And so, my challenge and my request again to the Marigot people is that we have to rise above party politics. We have to wrap ourselves around the Dominica flag and recognize that we all must be counted in the advancement and development of our country and our community. And so we're presenting to you Gregory Rivière as a candidate, someone who will be able to speak on your behalf, someone who can advocate on your behalf. And you have seen what we have done in the last 3 years with Gregory Rivière here in Marigot. Dozens of homes for the people of Marigot, because housing remains a serious challenge in Marigot. And instead of your reps come and talk in Parliament about what's happening in Marigot and what's not happening in Marigot and what should happen in Marigot, they come and talk about all kinds of things. All kinds of things that have nothing to do with how you eat. Nothing to do with creating jobs. Nothing about how we can better place the citizens of our country. Nothing about this. And so I'm saying to the young people, it is your opportunity in Marigot to determine your future. What do you want for Marigot? What do you want for Dominica? And who you believe is better placed to assist you in getting to that point in life? This is the fundamental question we must ask ourselves as young people. Because the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, our grandparents always tell us, how you make your bed, that is how you sleep on it. How you make your bed, that is how you sleep on it. And so you have an opportunity to determine how you would like your life to be in the next 5 and 10 and 20 years. Because the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, that Labour Party will be in government for a very long time. For a very long time. When I became the Prime Minister, when we came in the government of Dominica, they said it would last only 1 year. When 1 year came, they said 2 years. When 2 years came, they said we would not make it 5 years. And today we're in government for 22 years, ladies and gentlemen. And so I'm saying to us here in Marigot, we have an opportunity to make things right for yourselves, for your community. This is one of the best villages in Dominica. Hard-working, intelligent, bright, and industrious people. I have met many young men and women from Marigot. Many young people doing things with their hands and their talent, creating jobs for themselves. But they need somebody who can help them take it to the next level. Somebody who can bring the programs and the opportunities to them. What about our young people who want to go to university, but who have no one to advocate for them, no one to put them through the ropes? Our senior citizens who need daily care, who is speaking on their behalf? And who do you want to speak on their behalf? You have Gregory Rivière, who will do all of those things with us in the Labour Party and the government for you, the people of Marigot. We've built here for you basically a brand new school in the Stephen Strathmore Secondary School. Will Strathmore Secondary School, a brand new primary school. A brand new primary school. A brand new hospital. When they said we will never build a hospital because they keep telling people Scary doesn't like Marigot. A brand new hospital. We built a brand new health center for you. Many roads were built. The bridge was built. Housing for the people. Small business support. We need you to send to the parliament somebody who is in government. You have a choice to make. Voting in Dominica is a choice. But when we make choices, if the choice is bad, then we have to deal with the bad that comes with it. It's as simple as that. But if we want good for ourselves and we want good for our children, then we will make the right choice. That is what life is about. So my dear brothers and sisters, my message to you is very simple in Marigot tonight. Make the right choice. Make the right choice. The choice you have to make in this election is to vote for Gregory Rivière and the Dominica Labour Party.
Labour still the best choice. Them talk and make your noise.
And I believe that if any one of you was confused before in past elections, there's no reason to be confused now. There's no reason to be confused now. It's about either you want life better for yourself or you don't want life better for yourself. This is what it is. You cannot be such wonderful people, industrious people, intelligent people, bright people, and to not recognize that you have God-given talents. And what you need is someone who can help you harness those talents for the greater good of the community. Marigot can be further than how it is now. Marigot should be further than how it is now. But there are some people who want to see Marigot down so they can blame it on Roosevelt Skerritt and the Dominica Labour Party. They will not ask for help for you because they want you to believe that Skerritt doesn't like Marigot people. They will not ask for scholarships for the young people because they want the young people to think that Skerritt doesn't like Marigot people. But God knows that it's further from the truth. God knows that's further from the truth. We have done a lot for Marigot, but a lot more can be done. And a lot more will be done when you put Gregory Rivière there as your parliament representative. It's not, I am being very sincere to you. This is not about me. This is not about me. Come the 6th of December, if God give us life, I will be the Prime Minister of this country. This is not about me. I am already the PAL rep for Vacres. So it's not about me. About you, the people. And so, I really do not want to be long tonight. But I give you the commitment, my dear people of Marigot. Make the right decision. Put the correct person in Parliament. That person being Gregory Rivière. Work with us so we can work with you to create better opportunities for your children. We have to address in a dramatic way the housing situation here. We have to address in a dramatic way to ensure that children of preschool age get into school to give them a proper head start in life. The farmers can get a better deal. Great opportunities for the small business people. All you need is the connector, the connection between the government and the Marigot people. Somebody who cares about you. For too long you have had PAL reps who do not care about you. The last time you had a PAL rep who cared about you when was Mr. Pat Stevens was the member of Parliament for Marigot. You cannot let people keep you in darkness while they move on with life. Life is good for them, but what about you, the people of Marigot? All your PAL reps before, life is good for them. Life is good for them. Their children are in school, university. But what about you, the people who have been voting for them for so many years, fighting for them? What have they done for you? When last they came to see you to ensure your granny has something to eat? When last they asked you